Hi guys, it's Pixels Tech here. Today I'm going to do a very basic tutorial on Siri shortcuts. This will be the first installment or episode of a long chain of episodes I want to do. I recently started learning JSON and want to show you guys what I've learned because I found it really difficult to learn it myself. So we're currently in the Shortcuts app. You can see how many shortcuts I've created over the time that I've been using my iPad and my iPhone. So I'm well versed in shortcut creation and I'm trying to start with a more advanced. So at the top here, we've got our edit. This is our simple, just move the folders around. We've then can open and close our menus. We've now got the gallery. So the gallery is provided by Apple itself, and these are the built-in shortcuts, the ones you can download straight from Apple or the ones that they provide for you. So I've got a few of these. I don't use them an awful lot. I think the best ones are the ones that are created by people that need something. But there's a lot of fun stuff on there. So for us to add one of these in, you're just going to click on the shortcut itself. You can press the plus in the right hand corner. And then if you want to see it before you add it, there's the three little dots. So this shows you the shortcut itself. We're going to press done and then we're going to go set up shortcut. And this one obviously needs an input, so you will get an input sometimes. So add your favorite band. My favorite band is Blink 182, so I'm just going to add that in now, and we'll just add the shortcut, and it will go to our all shortcuts home screen. So back to the shortcuts menu, you can see that's where we've our new shortcut has been added. On the left hand side, you've got my shortcuts, all shortcuts. You've then got share sheet, and that's all the ones that I've been shared or downloaded from Reddit or the internet. And then so anything else that's on the Apple Watch is also there. To be honest, I don't really use these folders. I've created my own. So let's move on to that. So as you can see, I am an organization freak, and everything has to be the same color except for these ones, obviously. But yeah, I've spent a lot of time organizing my shortcuts. You can go this far, but it's really easy to find shortcuts with the search menu, which we'll show in a second. But yeah, so I always make sure I've got all my smart home in one folder, all my sports ones in another folder, and things like that. So let's move on. I'm just going to show you how to recolor this one and retheme it. So we're going to press the three dots and we're going to, this one's one from Widgie. It's provided to change the light dark mode or the transparent wallpapers. So we're just going to click on this drop down and you can see you can rename it. You can press Control R if you do, or if you do have a keyboard. You can see I'm typing away there. I'm not going to change the name for it. And then to change the icon color, you can press choose icon, or you can go in and click on this drop down there, or the actual icon itself. That's the quickest way to do it. And I'm just going to change the icon color. And I won't change the glyph, but you can search for the glyphs or just select the image that you want. So over here we've got our share and play. Play will run the shortcut. In fact, I'm going to go to a different shortcut and show you play through that way. So there's two ways to run a shortcut. The first way is to simply just press and it will, so this one's an open app shortcut. So that's just open Reddit. That's all I wanted that shortcut to do. And the second way is to go back into the shortcut and press the play button. So as you can see, this is just an open Reddit. We're going to press play and it does exactly the same thing, just from inside the shortcut. So a little bit more about this shortcut. Share and shortcuts go hand in hand. So you can send the shortcuts to anyone, you can copy them. But the really interesting thing is if you were to have a share input on your shortcut, which I'll discuss in more detail on a more advanced video, then it will actually integrate automatically into share. So there's ways to share your shortcuts from any app you're in, basically. So going back to the home screen, we'll just finish off around here. So at the top here, this is where you create your shortcut. You've got this little filter button. It's just as simple as a list or grids, and you can arrange them by name or sort them out however you like. So if you hold down on the shortcut, you can see there's many options. You can duplicate, you can delete, you can move it to a folder, and delete will just ask you if you're sure you want to delete it. If you do delete a shortcut, be sure to realize that it isn't backed up unless you share it. Unfortunately, there isn't an iCloud backup for it. So pressing edit also allows you to move more than one, allows you to select them, or if you hold down and tap the others, you will be able to move them that way. So there's different ways of maneuvering and moving them to folders. And then if you press move again, you can select the folder you wish to move it into. And anyone with an Apple device knows how good their Spotlight search is. So you can search straight from the home screen, but if you want to edit a shortcut, you just need to type in the word and the name. It just comes up very easy. It doesn't have quite good technology. I'd like it to be able to search for an automation and find it that way, but unfortunately you can't. So yeah, just to show you, I've looked for play and there it comes up, very easy. So now what we're going to do is create a shortcut. So we're going to press the plus button in the top right. We're then going to go to name and rename it. And I'm just going to name this new shortcut and I'll show you how to add a glyph in. So we're just going to click on our icon and we're going to change the color. I'm going to change this one to pink and we're just going to go and type in the word we want. So you have to get it exact. If you don't get the word exact to the name of the glyph, then it won't come up. And they're in a lot of folders, so there's plenty to choose from. We're just going to pick these arrows. And then we're going to rename this. I'm just going to rename it something random. We're going to say Shuffle Pictures. And this is where the fun begins. We're going to build our shortcut. So as you can see on the right hand side, this is where the stock is, or on your iPhone, you just have to slide up from the bottom. And there's a lot of scripting and photos and music implementation from Apple itself. So all of Apple's apps are pretty much integrated into shortcuts. So if you can think of something to do, you're most likely to be able to do it. And then up in the right hand side there, there's another apps column, and this is where other apps can implement their own. So there's music from Apple, and then if we go to Unsplash, for an example, here's a get random wallpaper from Unsplash. So they've got this built in, and you can pick from any of their random wallpapers here. So what we're going to do, we might as well use this shortcut. So I'm just going to select space for now. What we'll do is we'll play it, and as you can see, how a shortcut works is very much like an API. The basics of an API is you have to instruct it. You basically have to build it like a script. So you have to say, I want you to find this, I want you to get this, and I want you to show me this. And it has to be individually laid out like a step-by-step instruction. I'm just going to build this really quickly now. The purpose of these episodes is to show you what I've learned and guide you through JSON, just like I've had to do over the past few months, and show you how to get from basics Siri shortcuts to advanced and building that into code and things like that. So I will go into a hell of a lot more detail on exactly what I'm doing, and we're going to start from scratch. So we'll start with the very basics of shortcuts, and then we're going to go into more detail like APIs, dictionaries, and that kind of thing. So there are going to be people watching this video thinking, I know how to do this. This is so easy, what you're doing. But honestly, we're going to start on the basics and we're going to work towards the advanced leveling of Siri shortcuts. So getting back to the basics now, I'm going to go back and just delete that. So we hold down and we go down to delete. We're going to press delete shortcut. Now I've left this one here because I know that it's a corrupt one. So I'm going to press the three dots. If you get this, it just means that you've deleted one and it doesn't know which one you want. So you just select the one that you think you need. Usually it's the latest version. So just whilst we're in this shortcut, I'm going to show you one more thing inside here. If you hold down on this button, you can see different things like show info, where you can add it as a favorite or you can select a new one. So we're then going to show how to duplicate, and that would just copy if you've got text and things in there, it will also be pasted. So you can just copy and paste above or below. It's unfortunate that you can't paste whole sections yet and copy whole sections, but hopefully they will get around to this. And I'm just going to delete this now. So finally on our home screen, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll to the bottom here, and you'll see that there are ready-made shortcuts from other app providers, so they can be used as well. So we're going to press the plus or the add folder icon, and you can quite easily create your new folder by typing in the name and searching for your glyph, just like you would when creating your new icon. And now we're just going to add a shortcut to our new folder. So select the shortcut you want, hold down, and you're just going to press move and select the folder that you want. We're just going to go down and collect the new one, and then when we scroll down into new, our shortcut will be there. So now we're going to talk about automations. This is the final piece of the puzzle. Automations are basically if this, then that. So if something happens, then we will do that. So you want some sort of song to play at a certain time of the day, or if you want the phone, when the phone goes on charge, to turn the focus mode, or when you enter a meeting or a location, you want something else to happen. So you can do anything like that. So we've got this one's when it goes to low power mode. I'm going to put in an alert to say that it's in low power mode, because low power mode causes you issues where your widgets don't load or something like that. So we're just going to write this. And just don't forget to turn off the show when run selection. It comes out at the end of the shortcut. That can be really annoying. So just turn that off. You don't need that, I'm sure. So let's show you it working. I'm going to put low power mode on, and my alert comes up to say low power mode, which is telling me that low power mode's on. So just as I close here, I'm just running in the background a shortcut that I made that gets sports results from an API. This is the kind of level we're going to go into. It's really advanced, and I'd love for you guys to be able to learn what I've learned, because it just feels so useful, and the best way for you to learn is to follow a tutorial and do it yourself. So yeah, if you just watch it and want to learn it, I advise you carry on with this series. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got benefit from it. So please like, subscribe, ring my bell, do something kind for yourself today, feed my ego, and I'll see you on the next one.